In this video, you're going to be finding out exactly what the human beings need to take down the mythical dragon. And I mean that in the most literal sense. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about comics and stuff. And this is the continuation of our story on Firepower by Robert Kirkman. Let's go. We pick up where we left off in the last video with Mortal Kombat, Master of the Sword versus Master of the Snake. And when I say it was on sight, I meant it, because as soon as he called the Master of the Snake out, he attacked. You wanted the smoke, come get the smoke. And if you remember correctly, he wasn't just the Master of the Snake, he had firepower too. But as usual, the Master of the Sword was quick on his feet. Not quick enough to dodge the Master of the Snake though, because he caught him slamming him head first into the ground. He was about to lay waste to him with his punches, but the Master of the Blade kept blocking every attack, which irritated the Master of the Snake. He wanted to burn him to ash, but the Master of the Sword simply split it in half. You called for this fight. Why are you defending? Attack me, coward. Clearly this lunatic loves to fight, and the Master of the Sword was standing his ground. He butchered countless snakes, and he tossed his sword directly for the Master's head, but he blocked it, only to realize that there was a tiny metallic thread linked to his sword. With one firm pull, he recalled his sword and cut the Master of the Serpent's face. But that was all he could do. He admitted that right now, he is not enough to face him. And so he just dipped. Everyone was going through it. None more than Owen's wife herself. After letting Owen's parents know what they were going through, how they had to fight the dragon, she broke down. Because this was a lot. She wasn't built to fight goddamn dragons. No one was. The only people having fun were the kids, and that's because they finally unlocked firepower. Unbeknownst to them, something was brewing in the shadows. More secrets were supposed to come to light. But right now, Owen was on a self-reflecting journey, because right now he was getting his ass beat by another master. She wanted to see the firepower, and she wanted to see it by force. She beat him down just to show her, and when he finally did, she was satisfied, finally joining them on their mission to bring down the dragon. She didn't like Owen though. They continued to tease him throughout the journey. As they traveled to the next master, the dragon was wreaking havoc. Any single force that came to attack was taken down fiercely. Hundreds of more people died every hour. They had to move quickly. And when they finally got to the location of the next master, they looked for him, called out to him, and he replied, "So that was your mission, gathering all the martial arts master and coming to attack me. But I could promise you it won't work." A sharp chill could be felt in this room. Something was wrong, and we see exactly what that something was. The master was already taken by the snake, and he launched an attack. But thankfully, Owen was ready, and this time, he wasn't underestimating the possessed. He wanted to end this fight quickly, but his master told him to calm down. They were friends. Owen didn't care. As soon as his master was hit, he said, "Yeah, come and get roasted, brother." He was about to blast him square in the goddamn face until a sword came and broke up the fight. And with the sharp pull, the sword came back to its owner's hand, ripping the snake's head from his body, setting the master free. The Master of the Sword was here, and not just him, no. He brought all the other masters. Very confused, he asked his colleague, "Why didn't you just call me? We have phones, don't you know?" And next thing he starts to blame Owen. "Why didn't you tell me to call them, like it's Owen's fault?" But there was no time for talk. There was a war brewing, and they needed to prepare. So they set off back to the island, where everyone made plans to say their final goodbye. Thankfully, Owen's wife was very supportive. She was going through it for real, but she was there to support him because she knew, if not him, who would protect the world. Her only concern were the kids because she knew they would want to fight, but this was not an option. They threw tantrums over tantrums, but that was never going to happen. Owen made it clear, "You guys need to calm down. This wasn't like the last time. In this battle, I could die. You are my legacy. You have to be protective. Now embrace your father and let's have a good dinner for tomorrow. I go to war. And he meant it. Brother was decked out with his crew. But the master of serpents was not someone to be trifled with. Before they even got close, he sensed their presence, and he found it amusing. You lot want to die so quickly, commanding his dragon to head towards them, head first. This was a wrong move because Owen had a plan. The first ship was a decoy filled to the brim with explosives, and when Owen gave the command, it went off, knocking out the dragon for some time. That was the plan. Take out the dragon, take out the master. With the dragon out, they jumped into battle, ready to have some fun, with Owen at the lead. Let's go.